Back in December, BHAD BHABIE claimed that there was a period when her and LaVon weren't basically talking and regularly together. She claims that during that period, Alabama Barker slept with her man.
Listen up, guys, because this situation between Alabama Barker and BHAD BHABIE just took a wild turn. Fresh sources reveal that Alabama is actually begging her dad Travis to step in and end this feud, but the reason why will shock everyone. Think about it. While Alabama's been playing tough on social media, behind the scenes, she's realizing just how badly this situation could affect her family's relationships. We're not just talking about teenage drama anymore. We're looking at potential industry-wide consequences. The really fascinating part? Kanye West's involvement in this mess has completely changed the game. What started as a simple beef between two young artists has evolved into something that's threatening the delicate balance of power in the Kardashian-Jenner empire. Sources close to the family say Alabama didn't just randomly decide to ask for help. She's actually terrified of how this could affect her position in Hollywood's most powerful family. And trust me, once you hear why, you'll understand her panic. Breaking down the timeline of Alabama's sudden change of heart exposes something nobody's talking about. That sample clearance drama with Kanye? It wasn't just about music. It opened up a whole can of worms in the family dynamics. Sources say Alabama didn't realize how deep this would go when she started beefing with BHAD BHABIE. She thought she was just in a regular social media fight, but now she's accidentally created tension between Travis and the whole Kardashian empire. What's really telling is how quickly things shifted once Kanye got involved. Remember when he cleared that sample for BHAD BHABIE's diss track? That wasn't just about music rights. It was Kanye's way of sending a message to the entire Kardashian-Jenner clan. Even Kris Jenner's getting involved now, reportedly telling Travis this needs to end before it affects their whole family's business relationships. When the momager herself has to step in, you know things have gotten serious. The way this situation's affecting Travis Barker's position in the Kardashian family is where things get really interesting. Sources say he's caught between protecting his daughter and maintaining peace with his in-laws. Think about his position. On one side, he's got Alabama begging for help, realizing she's in over her head.
Music has always been an escape for me, so it's what I love to do, so it always feels good.
Tell me about this song and where this song came from in you and why this song was important to put out. And it feels bigger, it feels special.
Well, the sample is from a song that my mom used to listen to when she was a kid, so I thought it was a really cool beat to go with. And then the lyrics were just made to just, have fun. That's all it's about, is having fun.
On the other, he's dealing with Kourtney's family watching how he handles this mess. The pressure he's under? It's making those Blink 182 tours look easy. What's particularly fascinating is how Kourtney's handling this. She's trying to mediate between her husband and her family, but even she's starting to realize this situation could have long-lasting effects on their relationships. Those family dinners? They're getting more awkward by the day. Even North West apparently had something to say about it during a family gathering, asking why the adults can't just fix this. When a kid has more sense than everyone involved, that's saying something. Let's talk about how Kanye's involvement changed everything. When he cleared that sample for BHAD BHABIE's diss track, he wasn't just helping with music, he was making a power move that shook the entire Kardashian empire. Sources close to Kanye say he knew exactly what he was doing. By supporting BHAD BHABIE in this beef, he's not just taking sides in some teenage drama, he's showing the Kardashians he's willing to support anyone who goes against their extended family. What's really interesting is how this affected Kim's relationship with Kourtney. Think about it. Her ex-husband is basically co-signing attacks on her sister's stepdaughter. The family tension this is creating? It's making their previous feuds look like minor disagreements. Even Scott Disick, who usually stays out of family drama, had to comment on how this situation's affecting the kids. When Lord Disick becomes the voice of reason, you know things have gotten out of hand. The business implications of this feud are hitting Alabama harder than anyone expected. Those brand deals she thought were guaranteed because of her Kardashian connections? They're starting to disappear faster than Kylie's first lip kit collection. Sources from major companies say they're hesitant to work with someone who can't handle basic social media beef without creating family chaos. When you're part of Hollywood's most powerful family and you still can't maintain professional relationships, that's a serious red flag. Meanwhile, Kris Jenner's trying to damage control this situation before it affects the whole family's brand. She's reportedly called emergency meetings with their PR team to figure out how to spin this mess.
Before I was famous, I was still not like everyone else. My name was always in someone's mouth. Someone always liked me. Someone always hated me. The girls that wanted to be friends with me in school, to get me to be around them, to get me to say something back to them. I was never just one of these hidden kids. Like I always stood out.
But here's the thing. Even the queen of manipulation is struggling to control this narrative. Even Kendall, who usually stays out of family drama, had to address how this is affecting their business partnerships. When the most private Kardashian has to speak up, profit margins are being threatened. The way Alabama's social media presence has shifted tells us everything about how desperate she's getting. Gone are those confident clapbacks and tough talk. Now she's posting cryptic messages about learning and growing. Classic PR crisis management moves. Industry insiders say her team is in full panic mode, trying to salvage what's left of her reputation. But here's what's really interesting. While she's trying to backtrack, BHAD BHABIE's got enough ammunition to keep this beef going for months. The unreleased receipts BHAD BHABIE's sitting on will make Alabama wish she never started this. Think about the position Alabama's put herself in. She started this thinking she had the protection of two powerful families, the Barkers and the Kardashians. Now she's realizing that protection might be running out, especially with Kanye actively supporting her opponent. Even her own followers are starting to question her judgment. When your own fan base starts calling you out for creating unnecessary drama, that's when you know you've messed up. Travis Barker's position in all this shows just how complicated family dynamics can get. Sources say he's not just dealing with his daughter's drama, he's watching how this could affect his whole relationship with the Kardashians. Remember, when everyone thought Travis marrying into the Kardashian family would give Alabama more opportunities? Well, now those same connections might be working against her. The way this situation's threatening Travis's standing with his in-laws, it's making him rethink everything. What's really fascinating is how this is affecting his music career too. Those collaborations he had planned with Kardashian-connected artists, they're all being put on hold while this drama plays out. When your daughter's beef starts affecting your professional relationships, that's next-level consequences. Even Machine Gun Kelly, who's close with both Travis and the Kardashians, is reportedly staying neutral. When your best friend won't publicly support you, that says everything.
Me waiting at a restaurant for 2 hours for somebody, and then, yeah.
Okay, you're gonna have to explain that story a little more. Go into detail. Why did you have to wait for 2 hours for someone?
I was supposed to meet with someone on my birthday, because when we went out for dinner, and it was, I'm on my way, and it was like, it didn't really ruin my birthday, because we ended up going back to my house together, but it was like, I was like waiting 2 hours at the table for you.
The Kardashian family's internal reaction to this whole situation exposes just how serious things have gotten. Sources say Kris Jenner called an emergency family meeting at her Calabasas mansion. And trust me, these aren't the kind of meetings that make it onto their show. Behind closed doors, the family's divided on how to handle this. While some want to support Alabama because she's Travis's daughter, others are worried about how Kanye's involvement could affect their broader business interests. The tension in that room? It was thicker than Kylie's lip kits. The security footage from this family meeting will leave you shook. What's really telling is how Kim's handling this. With Kanye supporting BHAD BHABIE, she's in an impossible position. Does she back her sister's stepdaughter, or stay quiet to avoid another public battle with her ex? These are the kind of family politics that keep Kris up at night. Even Khloe, who's usually the family peacekeeper, is struggling to find a solution that keeps everyone happy. When the family mediator can't mediate, you know things are bad. The way this is affecting Alabama's relationship with her step-siblings shows another layer to this mess. Sources say Penelope and Rain are confused about why their stepsister keeps creating drama that affects their whole family. Think about how awkward those family dinners must be now. You've got Alabama trying to act like everything's normal, while everyone's phones are blowing up with notifications about her latest beef. The tension at that dinner table, it's giving major first-season Kardashians energy. The nanny's revelations about these family dinners will make you cringe. What's particularly interesting is how Mason's handling this. As the oldest of the Kardashian Barker kids, he's apparently tried talking to Alabama about how her actions affect everyone. When your younger stepbrother has to check your conduct, that's embarrassing. Even North and Saint are reportedly asking questions about why their cousin keeps fighting with people online. When the kids are more mature than the adults, that's when you know things have gone sideways. The impact on Travis and Kourtney's marriage is where this story takes another wild turn. Sources say they're having their first real tests as a couple, trying to figure out how to handle Alabama's mess without damaging their relationship.
So I don't know if my mom is a very narcissistic person. And you know, narcissists, they like a crowd. Figuratively and literally, they like a crowd. Because they feel like, well, I can't convince the people who really know me, so I can convince others of whatever narrative I want to play.
Kourtney's stuck between supporting her husband and protecting her family's empire. Those late-night conversations at their Calabasas mansion, they're not about gothic wedding renewals anymore. They're about damage control and family loyalty. The private security cam footage from their home shows just how stressed this situation's making them. What's really fascinating is how this is affecting their public appearances. Watch their recent red carpet moments closely. The body language experts aren't wrong about the tension. Every time Alabama's name comes up in interviews, you can see them both physically stiffen. Even their usual PDA-heavy Instagram posts have slowed down. When the most publicly affectionate couple in Hollywood starts holding back, you know there's trouble in paradise. The way Kanye's using this situation to get back at the Kardashians shows exactly how calculated his moves are. By supporting BHAD BHABIE, he's not just picking sides in a teenage beef. He's showing Kim's family he can still affect their empire. Sources close to Kanye say he didn't just randomly clear that sample. He waited for the perfect moment when it would cause maximum drama. The timing of his involvement? Pure strategic genius, even if it's kind of petty. The messages between Kanye and BHAD BHABIE's team will make your head spin. Think about how this affects the whole family dynamic. Every time Alabama posts something about the beef, she's basically giving Kanye more ammunition to use against her stepfamily. The way he's turning her social media activity into leverage? It's like watching a master chess player at work. Even Bianca Censori reportedly told Kanye he might be taking things too far. When your new wife thinks you're being too petty, that's saying something. The business implications for the whole Kardashian-Jenner empire are starting to show. Sources say major brands are getting nervous about how this family drama might affect their partnerships. We're not just talking about Alabama's deals anymore. This is affecting everyone. Think about the ripple effect. Every time Alabama posts something messy and Kanye amplifies it, it makes the whole family look unstable. Those carefully crafted images they've built, they're starting to crack under the pressure of this teenage beef gone nuclear. What's really telling is how Kris is handling the business side. She's reportedly called in crisis management teams that usually handle major corporate disasters. When the momager has to bring in the big guns, you know profit margins are being threatened. Even their long-term brand partners are starting to ask questions. When companies that stuck with them through all their previous scandals start getting nervous.
Because what other rap female artists are really on the Billboard?
Right. You recently said that, not that you didn't like Nicki, but you preferred Cardi to Nicki.
Yeah, I love Nicki. It's just like I prefer Cardi more.
Right. What do you think it is about Cardi that you like more than Nicki?
Because it's newer. I grew up listening to Nicki, so it's something new.
That's when you know this situation's seriously bad for business. The way this situation's affecting Alabama's music career shows just how badly she miscalculated. Those industry connections she thought were guaranteed through her Kardashian ties, they're disappearing faster than Kylie's first lip kit collection. Sources from major labels say they're pulling back from discussions about her music. Nobody wants to risk getting caught in the crossfire between Kanye and the Kardashians. When your family drama is scaring away record executives, that's career suicide. Meanwhile, BHAD BHABIE's career is actually benefiting from all this. The way she's handled the beef, plus getting Kanye's cosign, it's giving her more industry credibility than Alabama could ever dream of right now. Even Travis's music industry friends are keeping their distance. When your own father's connections won't help you, that's when you know you've really messed up. The contrast in their career trajectories tells us everything. While one's building legitimate industry respect, the other's watching her opportunities vanish because she couldn't handle basic social media beef without creating family chaos. The final piece of this messy puzzle shows exactly how this situation's going to affect everyone's future in Hollywood. While Alabama's begging her dad to fix things, the damage to their family's reputation might already be done. Think about the long-term implications. This isn't just about a teenage beef anymore. It's about how one person's actions can threaten an entire family empire. The way this situation's exposed cracks in the Kardashian-Jenner facade, it's giving everyone in Hollywood something to talk about. The industry blacklist forming will change Hollywood's power dynamics forever. But here's what's really fascinating. While Alabama thought she was untouchable because of her family connections, she actually gave Kanye the perfect opportunity to shake the Kardashian empire. Every post, every response, every attempt to look tough, it's all becoming ammunition in a much bigger power play. The impact on family relationships is already showing. Those famous Kardashian-Jenner holiday parties? Sources say the guest lists are being carefully curated to avoid awkward run-ins. When you have to strategically plan who can attend family events, that's not a good sign. Even their approach to social media is changing. The whole family's being more careful about what they post, knowing Kanye might use anything they say against them. When the queens of oversharing start holding back, you know things are serious. As this situation continues to unfold, one thing's becoming crystal clear. Sometimes the biggest threats to an empire come from within. While everyone thought the Kardashian-Jenner family was untouchable, Alabama's beef with BHAD BHABIE might have exposed their biggest vulnerability yet.